I saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
It seems like Sean Diddy Combs just can't stay out of the spotlight, and not in the way he's used to. Amid a storm of legal troubles, a leaked prison phone call has set the internet ablaze, sparking wild theories and pushing his already crumbling reputation further into chaos. The audio, which surfaced online weeks after his arrest, allegedly features Diddy instructing his son to get rid of the leftover pizza boxes.
Listen, do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes, okay?
On the surface, it sounds like a mundane request, but in the context of his ongoing legal battles, it has become the center of a whirlwind of speculation. Some believe the phrase is a coded message tied to something far darker, while others suspect it's just a desperate attempt to clean up loose ends. Either way, this leaked call has added an unexpected twist to Diddy's already scandal-filled story.
We have always said it is about children. It's not just about me. Never just made it about me. I'm just the loudest one.
The leaked audio, which quickly went viral after being shared on platforms like TikTok and X, has sparked countless debates and conspiracies. In the call, Diddy's tone is calm but deliberate as he reportedly tells his son, "Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm going to need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes." His son responds with casual acknowledgement, saying things like, "All right, and all the boxes, yeah, okay." To someone unaware of the context, this might seem like an innocent conversation about cleaning up after a late-night snack. But given the timing and the mounting allegations against Diddy, the internet has taken that single line and run with it. Many are now convinced the pizza boxes are symbolic, a code for something far more sinister.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. This motherfucker doing. These things tweeting out because I'm in here. This is all good. You about to get out on bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out.
Social media platforms have become a breeding ground for theories about what Diddy might have meant. Some users immediately drew connections to the infamous conspiracy involving a certain DC pizza place, which claimed to expose a secret network of powerful individuals engaging in unspeakable activities. Though that theory was thoroughly discredited, the phrase pizza boxes still triggers suspicion in certain circles. One user wrote, "This is code. He's telling his son to destroy evidence." While another added, "The timing of this call? Come on, it's not about actual pizza." Theories have ranged from accusations of evidence destruction to claims of hidden recordings being stashed in pizza boxes. Others have gone even further, suggesting that this is just the tip of the iceberg in a much larger scandal.
This has to be 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
The timing couldn't be worse for Diddy. He's already battling multiple lawsuits with accusations about his behavior stretching back decades. The leaked call has only fueled the growing narrative that he's trying to cover his tracks. Some have speculated that the mention of recycling the plastic in the call could refer to destroying digital files or other incriminating materials. While there's no hard proof to support these claims, the very existence of the recording has intensified scrutiny on an already embattled figure.
Special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and at least 2, if not 3 staff members escorting them.
Adding to the chaos, Diddy's legal team is now scrambling to address the fallout. His attorney released a statement calling the leaked audio a reckless attempt to further tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation. But the damage has already been done. The court of public opinion has latched onto the call, with many questioning why Diddy would even mention something as seemingly trivial as pizza boxes during a time of such intense legal pressure. Public perception, already shaky, is now spiraling further out of his control.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
The leak has not only amplified Diddy's legal woes, but also thrown his family into the spotlight. Some have questioned his son's role in the conversation, wondering if he's been drawn into a situation far beyond his understanding. Others have pointed out that the casual tone of the exchange suggests this isn't the first time such instructions have been given. Why does his son sound like he knows exactly what Diddy's talking about? One user commented, "This isn't just about cleaning up after dinner." Amid the frenzy, critics have highlighted how Diddy's history of controlling behavior, as alleged by former associates, aligns with the tone of the phone call. Over the years, multiple individuals have accused him of using his power and influence to manipulate those around him, often in ways that benefited his own agenda. Some believe this call is just another example of that pattern, showcasing his ability to give specific instructions while keeping the true meaning veiled. Whether or not the call is as incriminating as the public believes, it has undeniably added another layer to the narrative of a man whose empire seems to be built on secrecy and control.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff, they were there to delete everything. Like the real people that were in there, you know.
Oh,
like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny.
Theories about the call have also sparked broader discussions about Diddy's public persona versus his private actions. For decades, he's been celebrated as a music mogul, a businessman, and a cultural icon. His parties were legendary, his influence unmatched, and his brand synonymous with success. But as more allegations and controversies come to light, the carefully crafted image of Sean Combs is starting to crumble. The leaked call, while seemingly minor, has become a symbol of the growing disconnect between the public figure and the man behind the scenes. Supporters of Diddy, though fewer in number these days, have come to his defense, arguing that the call is being blown out of proportion. Some have suggested that the phrase pizza boxes could be literal, referencing nothing more than a messy kitchen or a late-night craving. Others believe the audio could have been manipulated, pointing to the ease with which digital recordings can be edited. However, these voices are increasingly drowned out by the overwhelming speculation and suspicion surrounding his case. What's particularly striking about this situation is how quickly it has spiraled into a full-blown media frenzy. The internet has a way of taking a single line and turning it into a narrative, and the leaked call is a perfect example of this phenomenon. Within hours of the audio surfacing, hashtags related to Diddy and the pizza boxes were trending, with millions of users weighing in on what it all might mean. Some have even created elaborate timelines, linking the call to other incidents in Diddy's life, trying to piece together a larger puzzle.
Of course, there's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers.
The leaked audio has also reignited conversations about accountability in the entertainment industry. For years, powerful figures have been able to operate with impunity, their actions shielded by wealth and influence. But as more individuals come forward with allegations and more evidence comes to light, the walls of protection around these figures are beginning to crack. Diddy's phone call, whether incriminating or not, has become a focal point in this larger cultural shift. It's no longer just about what he said, it's about what it represents in the context of his broader legal troubles and the industry as a whole.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
As the conversation continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the leaked call has added a new dimension to Diddy's already complex situation. Whether it's a genuine piece of evidence or just a snippet of audio, it has captured the public's imagination in a way that few scandals do. Theories will continue to circulate, opinions will remain divided, and Diddy's legal team will have to contend with yet another obstacle in their fight to clear his name.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail.
But this is far from the end of the story. The leaked call is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, a glimpse into a narrative that grows darker and more complicated with each passing day. As more details emerge and the allegations against Diddy continue to pile up, the focus will undoubtedly shift to the broader implications of his actions and the culture of secrecy that has allowed them to persist for so long. This call may be the spark, but the fire is far from extinguished.
Now you got the Diddy situation where he jumps on a private jet, they say yesterday, and is on his way to the Cape Verde Islands.
The leaked phone call may have been shocking, but when you start digging into Diddy's past, it becomes clear that this is just the latest chapter in a much darker and more tangled story. Over the years, whispers of controversy and troubling accusations have quietly followed him, but now, with the walls closing in, those whispers are turning into roars. At the center of this storm is one particularly haunting case that has never quite faded from public memory: the mysterious circumstances surrounding the passing of his former partner, Kim Porter. Her name has resurfaced in the wake of Diddy's ongoing legal woes, and for good reason. Many believe that the unresolved questions about her life and her untimely end hold deeper clues about the man currently at the center of one of the entertainment industry's most explosive scandals.
Well, either way, if you got to run to a private island because your evil doings are doing so much and they storming your house, It's one of these.
Kim Porter was more than just Diddy's ex. She was a major part of his life for over a decade. The two shared 3 children together, and Diddy even adopted her son Quincy from a previous relationship. To the outside world, theirs was a complicated but seemingly loving relationship, the kind that could weather breakups and reconciliations. But behind the scenes, things may not have been as picture perfect as they seemed. When Porter passed away in 2018, the official cause was listed as pneumonia, but rumors began swirling almost immediately. Many people close to her, and even some who weren't, claimed there was more to the story than what was being reported. Over time, whispers of foul play, hidden secrets, and even deliberate silencing began to emerge, building a cloud of suspicion that still lingers to this day. One of the most chilling aspects of the Kim Porter saga is the alleged existence of a memoir she had been working on before her passing. According to multiple sources, Porter had been preparing to release a tell-all book detailing her relationship with Diddy, including stories about emotional manipulation, control, and other shocking allegations. Some even claimed that she had recordings, photos, and documents to back up her claims. While the manuscript was reportedly never published, fragments of it have allegedly surfaced online, with one version titled Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. The book's very existence has been hotly debated, with Diddy's legal team dismissing it as a fabrication. But others believe that Porter's writings, if authentic, could blow the doors wide open on Diddy's carefully constructed public image.
Well, Kim Porter, you know, that is Diddy's ex, who's also the mother of his 3 of his children,
Right.
has detailed the alleged abuse that she suffered at his hands.
Oh, no.
And this is all in a memoir.
Adding fuel to the fire are the allegations from those who claim to have seen or even possessed the supposed memoir. Courtney Burgess, a name that has popped up repeatedly in recent weeks, testified before a grand jury that he was given flash drives containing Porter's unpublished manuscript, along with disturbing footage recorded at Diddy's infamous parties. According to Burgess, these tapes include major celebrities and events that could tarnish not only Diddy's reputation but also that of others in his inner circle. He claimed the flash drives were handed to him by none other than Kim Porter herself, before her passing, as if she had a premonition that her story might need to be told by someone else. Burgess's testimony has stirred even more speculation, with some wondering if Porter's untimely passing wasn't as straightforward as it seemed.
The thing that happened is Tupac's family is reportedly deciding to investigate the rumors that Diddy was involved in Tupac's.
What's even more disturbing is the widespread belief that Porter may have been under constant surveillance. Former associates of Diddy have alleged that he had a habit of wiretapping phones and installing hidden cameras in the homes of those closest to him. These allegations, if true, paint a picture of a man obsessed with control and paranoia, willing to go to extreme lengths to maintain his power. Mark Curry, a former artist on Diddy's Bad Boy Records label, even claimed in an interview that Diddy wiretapped Porter's phone and monitored her conversations. He also alleged that their relationship was far from the loving partnership it appeared to be, saying there were instances of physical altercations that left Porter injured. These claims, while unverified, have only added to the growing narrative of a man whose private life may be much darker than anyone imagined.
This timeline is crazy.
I know. So many things coming at one time.
But Porter's story doesn't end there. In recent months, calls for a deeper investigation into her passing have gained traction, with some high-profile figures suggesting that her case deserves a second look. Al Bisher, Porter's former partner and the father of her eldest son Quincy, has been one of the most vocal advocates for reopening the case. He's gone on record calling her passing a tragic act rather than a natural occurrence, even hinting at a conspiracy to silence her. In a series of social media posts, Al Bisher claimed that Porter had confided in him about her fears and suspicions in the months leading up to her passing. While his statements have been dismissed by some as speculative, they've also reignited interest in what really happened to Kim Porter and whether her connection to Diddy played a role.
You know what I'm saying? Just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter.
Even more chilling are allegations that Porter's devices, including her phone and laptop, mysteriously disappeared after her passing. According to Al Bisher, these items contained crucial evidence that could shed light on her relationship with Diddy and the events leading up to her final days. The disappearance of these devices has only deepened suspicions, with many questioning whether they were intentionally removed to protect certain individuals. These claims, combined with the resurfacing of her alleged memoir, have created a narrative that is as gripping as it is unsettling.
And it's like, it was the same thing Kim was going through. The same thing, bro. Kim was going through the same thing. The beatings, you know what I'm saying?
Diddy's legal troubles have only added to the intrigue. As lawsuits pile up and allegations continue to surface, many are looking back at Porter's story with fresh eyes. Could her experiences provide a blueprint for understanding the accusations against him today? Some believe so. The parallels between the allegations' claims of manipulation, control, and coercion are hard to ignore. If Porter's story is indeed connected to the current investigations, it could become a key piece of the puzzle in understanding the full scope of Diddy's alleged behavior.
Because Kim had took the cork, you know, where you open up wine, the corkscrew. She took the corkscrew and caught him on his wrist defending himself. And he almost, I think he had, I know he told some ligament, but he almost hit an artery or came close to the artery or either scratched it or cut it a little bit because he just kept bleeding.
But this isn't just about Diddy and Porter. The ripple effects of their relationship and its tragic end are being felt across the entertainment industry. Former employees, business associates, and even other celebrities have come forward with stories that echo the claims made by Porter and others. Some have described Diddy's infamous parties as more than just wild nights of excess, alleging that they were carefully orchestrated events designed to exploit and control. These claims, while unproven, have painted a damning picture of a man who used his wealth and influence to create a world where normal rules didn't apply.
You know, he get trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform acts with different, you know, male and different people, sometimes against her will.
One of the most troubling elements of this story is how many people may have been complicit. While Diddy is the one under the microscope, there are growing questions about the role of those around him. From employees who allegedly helped cover up incidents to industry insiders who turned a blind eye, the web of complicity seems to stretch far and wide. Attorney Tony Boothby, who represents many of the individuals accusing Diddy, has hinted that other high-profile names may soon be implicated. In a press conference, he stated, "The day will come when we will name names other than Scheinzen, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already." This statement has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, with many wondering who else might be caught up in this unfolding scandal.
But that's Kim's story. That's Kim's book. That's Kim's book. Then you hear about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht? Wow, I ain't hear about that.
As the legal battles continue, the focus on Kim Porter's story serves as a sobering reminder of the human toll behind the headlines. Her life, her struggles, and her legacy are now part of a much larger narrative, one that raises uncomfortable questions about power, control, and accountability in the entertainment industry. While the full truth may never come to light, the renewed interest in her story is a testament to the impact she had on those around her and the enduring mystery of her final days.
He broke Kim, let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book.
And yet the story doesn't stop here. As new details emerge and more voices come forward, the narrative surrounding Diddy continues to evolve. What started as a single lawsuit has snowballed into a full-scale reckoning, with the potential to expose not just one man's alleged actions, but an entire culture of secrecy and complicity. For now, all eyes are on the courtroom, but the questions lingering in the background about Kim Porter, about the tapes, and about the true extent of what's been hidden are unlikely to fade anytime soon. This is a story that is far from over, and as each new piece of the puzzle falls into place, it becomes increasingly clear that the truth, whatever it may be, will have seismic consequences.
Do I think? Yeah. There's no, every man possibly is capable. I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with, what makes him, power. That's just the selfishness that make you be like that.
So what do you think? Is Diddy's phone call really about pizza boxes? Or is there something more sinister hidden beneath the surface? And how does Kim Porter's story fit into all of this? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity news and updates. Until next time.